Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the third and final map of the whole event here. This is Tricked versus Outlaws. We're into Cobblestone. Both teams have picked up a map prior to this, and we are going to be in the make or break decider one. It's going to be Outlaws, and with a very fast push up towards A on this pistol round. The T side going to be through, and Tricked picking that CT side off to win the 9th round, although Spellan going to start things off. First kill going his way, and this is going to be a smoke take towards the A site. Only one smoke. That's going to be for Door. Hunden's still deep in the site. We already see a bit of a rotation. Maeve going to be coming through. We have S-Tag down lower, and Borup over towards A as well. This is just a full commitment. They are fully aware of this one. And S-Tag, he's very close. They don't check it. He's going to get himself one, but a quick trade from Potodis as he has a USB in his hand. Cirque as well, following up. 2 players remain here for the CT side, and Borup, he's going to tap in away, but gets taken down. It's all on Maeve. Gets himself 2. He needs a little bit more. Pistol going to be spamming away, but Spellan, he closes out for Outlaws and gets himself that pistol round on the T side. And for those wondering, I guess we can talk about this matchup, at least in terms of this map. This is a very hard one to predict. Obviously, looking at previous performance, Tricked have played this map 12 times. They have 8 wins, 4 losses, 66% win rate. Outlaws have played this 9 times, 5 wins, 4 losses, a 55% win rate. They're very, very close. I'd like to say that Tricked are better at this map than Outlaws, but from this matchup, it's been very clear that estimations and predictions have not gone our way, so I'm not too sure. My initial reaction would be Tricked, but Outlaws obviously picking up this pistol is going to sway things slightly, as they do definitely have a chance to make their way into this map with some good style. And a couple of kills will go the way of the CT side, but by and large it's going to be the T's to take control here, especially as Spellan now equalising or securing the man advantage. Oh dear, Yugi with the deagle. Takes down Cirque. Bomb's going to be dropped in the open. He can follow up into the low HP rocking here. This could be their round. He tries to smack him away. He goes down. And now Borup going to be the last man standing. Both these players are within a one shot of getting taken out. So that is some light in the dark position for him. But the Molotov, that's going to be detrimental. Forces him out back into this hut here. And Spellan, he's down the lower ramp. He needs to clear out this angle. Oh, Borup. How does he not spot him there? They all walk past him, 4x3 inbound. Rocking's going to plant. He gets a kill, but he doesn't know Spellan's behind. And he's going to be working his way back towards the A long area as well. Borup has no clue. And Spellan is just going to be waiting for the right timing for this defuse to come in through. It's so open as well, so he'll be able to pick that out from the plywood. And Borup is going to have to get on this bomb plant as well, or bomb defuse as well. Grabs himself a Galil, starts to stick the bomb. Spots out Spellan, wall bang, down to 15 HP. That's so much. But Spellan, he's just biding his time. He's blazing it out. And Borup, he's just run out of time. He's had to push up aggressively. That's not going to be enough for him. He has to run back towards the site, and it will just be the round going to Outlaws there, but it was looking like it would be all over. Spellan is going to close it out through the smoke. It's going to be the round. Outlaws, they pick it up, but a very close one considering they were only up against pistols. And as I say pistols, the magic word, they come in again. It's going to be the eco for Tricked. Couple of PT-50s at Eagle, and Outlaws, they have definitely adequate weaponry for this position. They have the Mac 10 on Cirque. That's going to be perfect for spraying down these armorless players to get that $600 kill reward, and the rest of them going to be able to rifles as well. So can still take these long ranges, as we can see. ACL going to be kicking things off. Damage onto Maeve, and a push down into the drop down here from Spellan. He's going to catch out that first player. Maeve goes down. There's still another player in that position, but at the end of the day, PT-50 versus a rifle, I know who my money's on. Bit of support from Yugi, but right now Outlaws, they've already rotated that bomb back down towards A, and it seems like Tricked are none the wiser. It's going to be the bomb going down shortly as well, with yet no rotation. Hunden digs away, does get himself a rifle to play with. That's an AK drop, I think, or was it Galil? I think it was a Galil. No, AK. But it's still, I mean, Outlaws picking up the first 3 rounds doesn't mean anything. We've got to obviously see how it goes in terms of the buys for Tricked. Once you pick up the pistol, you're going to take the next 2 9 times out of 10, or maybe not that likely, but most often. So now it's Tricked's attempt to get back into this map, but if obviously Outlaws pick up this anti-buy, or is that even a word, anti-buy? If Outlaws pick up this buy, it is going to be the eco coming in for Tricked, and that's going to be looking like a likely 5-0 here. So it's very important that Outlaws can secure themselves a 4th round on the board after this one. A couple of guns being grabbed. One's a Mac 10, they're not going to save that into the next one, or they're not going to use it at least, but Yugi. Heston Blumenthal approved. That is spicy. And here comes the buy. I'd like to see S-Tag invest. I wouldn't want to keep him on that Mac 10. Good, he doesn't. Goes to the M4. Outlaws are going to be up on these rifles as per usual. ACL not upgrading that at Galil, which doesn't matter too much. If one of his teammates dies, he can grab an AK, or an enemy, he can grab an M4. So now we see Outlaws setting up towards A, but a bit of aggression already from Tricked. We do see Bor up there just trying to take a bit of a fight over towards that long area. Actually nades down Cirque as well. Spellan in the meantime gets an entry onto Maeve, and that's going to be the drop down, given up in terms of control. And look at this, already Tricked. They've begun to rotate. There's only Yugi on this A site. He's up towards the doors, but no one's pushing in through the door. He's going to turn around. Good timing for him, but he gets caught out just a little bit too late there. Rocking's going to get that first entry for the T side, at least on the A side. And now we are going to see this bomb go down towards the site as well, with the full control gained by the Bulgarians as Tricked. They're back in for the rotate to win this round, or maybe just the save. It's all going to depend on whether they can find these picks. They take out the one lurking player over towards that drop down. But is that going to be it? Especially with the nades left on the side of Outlaws. They are going to attempt to commit. Barb gets himself the entry. Now a further push. S-Tag and London trying to combine this push timing, but it's not going to go very well. Rocking drops him from lower mid as well. And Barb, he needs to hurry up and support his teammate because S-Tag's just alone in this fight. Barb, he peeks out, but there's another player there as well. ACL cleans, and that will be a great round for Rocking as well to pick up 3 kills to actually hold down that post plant. And Outlaws a 4th round on the board, so a 5-0 is looking likely as Trick to go into their eco before their $3,400 loss bonus comes into effect in the next round and allows them to go for the full buy. But again, likely spray down inbound as we just see the pistol's going to be out for Tricked. We have a Spellline again with this Mac 10 this time instead of Rocking. He's going to be pushing very fast up to try and get these entries, and he will succeed as well. Gets himself one. Rocking and Partolis combined. One each for them. Hunden trades, but it's only a Mac 10 dropped in the open, so it's not even a saviour of the round here, as Rocking should just be able to complete the 9 from getting anything else here. All going to be on Yugi. Oh, okay. Dirty. You knew it was coming, but did not expect that kind of shot. Nice angle, though. Yugi really is good with this Deagle. He's going to be able to get himself a couple of exits, but at the end of the day, the round will be going to Outlaws. That's the most important factor. Even though they lose 3 players up against Pistols, it's T-side. Easier to build up economy. They're going to be able to do so. And the buy will be coming out. They get the round, which is the most important factor. And Tricked, obviously, going to be now going for their very full buy. As we see the Deagle, AWP coming out for Yugi alongside the rifles and the kits as well, combined with Molotov, so plentiful. Oh no, not like this. Spellan sprays him through the smoke, Borup falls, and Outlaws man advantage. Tricked just look like they don't know what they're doing. It's going to be a push up towards A once again. S-Tag and Yugi, they combine, and Yugi gets a kill, but he does go down after one. S-Tag peeks out for a little bit more. There's a second. Oh no, Cirque! He takes him down. He runs out of ammo, and now Maeve rotating back in through is at a man deficit here as the bomb going to be making its way towards the default plant spot, and Maeve looking for a position to get a pick, but it's not going to be presenting itself. 2 players remaining now for Tricked and Hunden. He's going to be the last man standing after Maeve goes down over towards that balcony. They know where he is as well after that Molotov, and Cirque going to peek in for the kill. There's a third of the round, and with 6 HP as well. That's a pretty big deal. Has a scope on it as well. I didn't think it had attachments into CS. Trick though, they're going to be back on these pistol buy here. Bit of armour, but at the end of the day, it's loose ends here for Tricked. It's going to be Tricked to fall once again. This grand final is just going the way of Outlaws, above and beyond. Obviously, they lost out very heavily on the first map, but the ability to reset and go into the second with a positive mindset is definitely coming into play here. Even after a 16-4, they're doing very well. Oh, that is a dunk. No saves here for Tricked. Only pistols. I like the position from S-Tag, but it's a bit of a novelty spot. Spelling going to be running right by it. And S-Tag, what's he doing? What? He's allowing them to run past. He's not even getting a kill from it. Finally follows up, gets himself one. And that's the safest option as well. Gets himself an AK, and he should be able to hold on to that, in theory. Yes, he will. I was very confused there for a second, but obviously he wasn't looking for 4 kills or whatever. Because it wouldn't have happened firstly, but at the end of the day, the loss... the economical impact wouldn't even be that strong because Outlaws do have a lot of money in the bank anyway. So he was just looking to try and save a gun, and he did succeed. Going to allow him to buy some nades alongside. So some extra money from him. Outlaws again, 7-0 here on this third map. We need to start seeing Tricked step up here. They've really not had too much of a shine just yet. After a great first map and a bit of a slow second map, this third one is yet to come into start. 100 at least will kick things off on the advantage for Tricked with that first pick. Rocken going to go down. There's a couple more to play with as well. ACL going to be flashed out of position, but still he gets away safely. Scathed a little bit by the rifle, but that will be it. It's going to be obviously Tricked just waiting for Outlaws. As Outlaws start to make their way up towards the A side. S-Tag gets himself another Cirque, does trade things out, but in the meantime the B control going to be completely relinquished as Spellan goes down. Now they know it's an A take, but once again hook, line and sinker. Tricked have been committed to rotate towards this B site too early on, and now Outlaws have control of A. The bomb should be down as well, and the Molotovs into the post plant, so that's going to deny any players from pushing into the balcony. So now these CTs have to start to rotate back in through this door, and it's going to be Cirque to hold the angle, misses the orb shot, at least gets a wall bang, but that's not a kill, and his teammate has to defend, and ACL will do so. 1, 2, and now it's all on Borup. That is just disgusting. A 4v2, and Outlaws, they take it away. Trick though going to call out a pause, and I barely blame them. It's going to be the best time to call a pause was 2 rounds ago. The second best time is now because they are not doing well at all. Maybe a bit of time to reset for them, decide whatever's going wrong, work out their issues before they go back in. They're going to be buying up, which I can justify. They have enough money. Well, off we go. We have obviously the full buy from both teams. No AWP on Yugi. But they are going to have enough in terms of riflery. Or is that a word? Riflery? No, it's not. We're going to make it a word. Outlaws though heading up towards A. We have 2 players on the CT side from Tricked committing to this site at least, so that's a little bit more than you do see some teams at least pick up. They like to just play maybe one player over towards the door with an AWP, but maybe the lack of is a reason why they're not. And Maeve already rotating back in towards A, or at least close to. He's got to keep control of this drop down in the meantime as Hunden's holding the other side. But here's the push, and S-Tag a perfect position for the angle. Although Cirque, he hits a shot regardless. It's Yugi now to turn back around as they flash in through the smoke. He takes down one, tries to follow up through the smoke, unable though, and his teammate will fall as well. Pistol out, but can't take the silencer off, mate. That's the wrong button. He goes down, and it's all on Borup to try and save as Outlaws. They secure themselves a 9-0. Not what we were expecting here on the third map. Either way, it's going to be another for Outlaws, and I mean, after this kind of start, I just don't even see a possibility of Trick coming back into this one. The mental game has got to kill you after that. So, it's very difficult to argue that they could even attempt this. Especially at this kind of level. You don't see teams as well able to reset after a loss, so seeing them in this position is just a bit of an upset. Either way, gonna see a couple of weapons brought up alongside this rifle from Borop. We have the Mag 7 on S-Tag, we have the pistols as well, and a bit of armor on Yugi as well to support that Deagle as per usual. And Outlaws more than prepared for this matchup. So they start to push their way up towards A-Long. 3 players in the midst there. Yugi's going to be tagged down. There's a Mag 7 close, but he misses a shot. That's the element surprise away. 2 shots missed. Finally hits 1, but he needs to follow up. A reload is required at this point, and they're going to run around the corner while he's attempting it. Gets shot in the face as well, and a follow-up onto Yugi. 2 players remaining, and while Maeve is close and not even committing to the angle, they've already backed off of the position here. No need to lose players early on. And Outlaws 10-0 is looking likely. As Trick to have stacked the wrong site. Borop's on the default A site. Obviously, you can't blame them for this kind of setup, as Outlaws have just stormed into B, or stormed into A, and then rushed back to B. Not what you would expect to see. Either way, it's going to be a 10-0 and Tricked. They can save this 1 rifle, but even saving isn't proving to be too lucrative for them either way. So it's kind of like, you know, oh, they can do economical damage every round, but if they're not picking up the actual round, what are they doing? Nothing. Well, what are you thinking, guys? You think a comeback is real? Think it's possible? Or is this going to be Outlaws to close it out? Let me know in the chat. Yugi, though, he may have a drop on one of these players here up towards long. He's going to be able to catch out that first. And S-Tag actually following up. This is the comeback, boys. It's real. Although Cirque, he says no. Gets himself 1. Tech 9 going to be out chasing, but the nade pushes him back. How to even get away with that without receiving a point of damage? So many no's in chat. I don't blame. Hunden, though, again, another free kill may be presented as Spellan, he's pushing himself up towards his drop down. Oh no, Hunden, how do you miss that shot? Goes down. And the equalisation frag coming in. S-Tag going to follow up onto Rocking. Now man advantage for the CT side. Double down for Maeve. And Cirque last man standing, although he's not going to expect this position. Borop, he should have the drop. You can see, great position from him. Sneaks around on the back and takes him down as well. So actually Tricked on the board with a 1-10. Maybe a little bit too late, but if they can wrap together the next 4 rounds, well, it won't be a great half. It'd still be something to use in the second. Rip the 16-year dream though, guys. Am I right? Outlaws setting up outside of B again. This time less pressure early on, they're just holding on. But yeah, looking at it, I mean a 10-5 is definitely possible for Tricked as long as they don't get reset here. Again, it will require that second pistol round. And Outlaws, they are making their way, or at least Spellan is, and towards a drop down. Gets pre-fired, double peek, Maeve takes him down. Not even a trade. And Outlaws now committing the rest of their players up towards the A side. It's Yugi to deny the first, but still... Oh, the wallbang Yugi. That's dirty. Goes in for more, I think, but it seems that the bomb's going to be dropped in the open. Oh my god, Yugi! That is nuts! Partodis gets dropped and 3 kills for him. Jesus Christ. It's wallbang city today. Either way, Yugi's on fire, as we would expect. Another kill coming out from him at the beginning of the round. Catches out ACL. It's going to be under to go down at least in rebuttal. But still, 2-10 and a 4-on-4. Spellan attempting to split into A, but I mean, when you make so many footsteps, the elephant's going to get poached. Trick though. They are going to lose out on the man advantage, although getting good damage in the meantime. S-Tag takes Rockin down to 12, and the Molotov that forces out Yugi. Oh, what a pick, but surely he'll go down with the flames, right? No, he gets away alive. Maeve goes down, and Yugi's going to get dunked on, but he still just makes it out by the skin of his teeth. It's going to be a 2-on-2. Bomb planted. Low HP for a couple other players on either team. Another retake coming in. Barb going to pre-fire this angle. You see him the shadow, but he still takes a kill. It's going to be Partodis on the back of the site, just holding on. Tricked have no rush. They have the kit. The bomb only just went down. We're going to see Partodis trying to hold this one off. Oh, spots out Bob. There's the kill. Turns around and Yugi goes in for more. That's the pistol. It succeeds. And Tricked, they get the round. 3-10. Still in it to win it, ladies and gentlemen. Still in it to win it. Orb going to be out for Tricked. Obviously Outlaws going to be able to afford, but this will be their last buy if they lose out on this one. They built up a nice bank with 10 rounds in a row, but after losing 3, it's going to start to suffer a little bit. Well, it is going to be the AWP pick. Cirque is nuts. Gets himself the first S-Tag in this close angle, and he sprays down 2 of them as well. Although he knows the AWP is going to be left as he hasn't taken down Cirque. He needs to flash himself out of there. It will go down. Cirque's going to be blinded. He goes for the peak though regardless. Takes a kill. Trade from Rocking, but it's not enough. Rocking, he gets himself 2. Now it's working out for Outlaws, but Tricked. They still have the weaponry and they still have the time. Although Spellan going to catch out one on the rotation. Borup should be expected that kind of position now. Hunden alone down towards lower mid. They're not going to expect it. They will try and rotate. That's a bomb dropped. Another wallbang. Hunden. He's going to be able to back off and hold on to this from a safer position. He has a Molotov and a smoke to work with. If he can delay this time until 20 seconds left, he can run away and there'll be no bomb plant. Molly goes out towards mid. That's going to deny a push back through. He pushes back up towards upper. And a push up through long from Spellan. As he makes his way towards him. Oh, Hunden misses out. And Spellan gets a kill as well. It's going to be the round to Outlaws. And now we go into the last of the half as well. So 10-5 not going to be possible, but an 11-4 is still going to be on the cards. Buy's not going to be perfect for Tricked, but it's going to be enough to get the job done. And that's all they need. Well, either way, Outlaws, they are going to be setting up outside of B. Rocking gets flashed out, but he's still boosted up, and Hunden in this close position as well. This could be dangerous. Here's the dink, though. Sprays into the smoke, but ACL, with a bit of rebuttal, takes him down. Now it's going to be the man advantage now for this T side. The Deagle spanning away from Borup, but the gun is so far out in the open for the hands of the terrorist that he's not going to be able to retrieve it off of his fallen teammate Hunden. S-Tag getting picked on A means that they're now going to start to commit towards this A site. And Yugi rotates in, the one rifle player left on Tricked, but is he going to be enough to hold down a cavalry of 4? I don't see it happening. Spellland though gets himself another. Rocking's from wrangled his way inside of the connector to take down Maeve, and now Yugi alone on A. It's a double fake. Outlaws have gone back towards his B site, and it's going to be tricked to miss out on this round as well as we go into the last of the half. We can't see a save. It's going to be Yugi attempting to push back in and then getting eliminated instantly. I can only imagine. It's Rocking. He gets found, but there's 4 more. Are we going to see the ace? Dum dum dum. 3, 2, well, 1. Outlaws, they pick it up 12-3. And not the performance we expect to see from Tricked by any means. They picked up a 16-4 on Nuke, lost out 16-8 on Train, and they're 12-3 on the 3rd map. On a map that they're not even bad at as well. Cobblestone is a map that both teams are fairly okay at. It's kind of like a 50-60% win ratio on both teams. Again, they may be up against inflated stats as they may be playing bad teams, but still, not what you'd expect. But off into the second half we go. This is going to be the make or break. This is what it all comes down to. If Outlaws pick this one up, I can only imagine it's going to be the game. But if Trick take it, they could start a long road to a comeback. And that's what we want to see from Tricked. No bias, I'm just saying it'd be better if we had a close match, regardless of the winner. As much as I love upsets winning, this is not your typical upset. Outlaws are smashing Tricked. And up towards the A site we go from Tricked. 4 players up there on long and 1 player actually out of mid. So 3 up long, 1 in mid. We have same over towards B as Outlaws had with Spellland. That's Maeve taking the fight, but it's going to be Rocking on this boosted position, trying to hold off. These players push into his site. He gets himself 1. Yugi trades. It's a 4v3, and now Outlaws have to start to rotate back on through. As Trick, they have control of the site. They're going to be able to follow up as well. There's a player very, very low on the site. He goes down. It's all on Spellland. Hunden executes, and Tricked, they're back in this one, 4-12. Another force from Outlaws as you would expect. Cirque's on that pistol. Rest of them going to be fully committing. We're going to have Rocking boosted up here. S-Tag's going to be able to eliminate him straight off the bat. But again, it's all about the following through. Mark my words. Tricked are going to win this one. This map. I just watch it. I bet it will happen. After all of this. They are a T-sided team. That's something that can definitely be said. But here we go. Push up towards B. Bob gets himself an entry. There's Cirque on the stairs. They haven't cleared. And he will at least net himself 1 before getting traded. It's a bit of economical damage early on in the game. And a bit of a follow-up as well. Spellland, he takes down 2. Oh my god, Galila's out. 3rd as well. It's all going to be on Hunden. He actually closes it out. But Tricked. Very, very close there. Almost like Outlaws are about to pick it up. 5-12. Hey Pumpkin, what's up, man? You were in Lewis's stream, weren't you? Well, pistols out for Outlaws. He got a P250 on Cirque once again, but that is going to be the only investment. A little bit of eco damage, yeah. Famous last words. I'm good, man. What about yourself? But here we go. Tricked up towards B. Time is ticking away. I've got the bomb. And a B site taker is looking likely here. Zestag feeds his way out of the drop down, catches out one. His teammates are going to start to fall, but a little bit of alleviation as Zestag gets himself two. Hunden follows up. ACL last man on the site, and 2 kills to him again. What is happening with these ecos? Outlaws making them work, but wrap round from the back of the site. It's Hunden again to clean up a 1v1. Very scary. Well, we're going to see the buy at least from both teams now. So here's where it gets dangerous now for Tricked. They can start to wrap their heads around this one. They could eventually pull it back, but it's all going to be on these buys. Eco rounds aren't going to be too much of an issue, so you'd like to think. We've had 2 1v1 so far. But the buy rounds is where it really comes into contention. Now we see Tricked pushing up towards A. It's Borp to lead it. Lots of support. Cirques with the AWP though, and that's where it gets scary because he is going to be ready for this fight. Takes down Borup. More pushing into his crosshair, but he misses a second shot. S-Tag goes down though eventually as he takes down a second. Trade from Yugi and a follow-up from Hunden. That's perfect. With the spray in through the smoke, that's going to be Partodis to drop him. And Rocking almost trying to put it back into a 1-on-2. He does succeed. Now it's all on Maeve. Bombs in the open, but he can pick that up safely. Plant's not going to be denied, at least from Outlaws, but a 2-on-1 retake will. An attempted open plant from Maeve. Doesn't know the positions of these CTs, but Rocking's going to be pushing up close towards the door, waiting for the commitment to the plant. And Maeve giving away his position by at least sticking to it. Now they know where he is. They're going to push right on in. Gets the first, but Partodis does trade. And that'll be it. Outlaws 13-6. And are we going to see the closeout? It's good gaming studio. How about you? Buy is out though for Tricked. Obviously a last ditch effort as we're up to 13. They want to try and reset Outlaws. That's what they're at least attempting with this buy, but if they lose out on it, that's going to at least put them into an even further economical deficit, securing Outlaws likely a 15th round here. But Trick setting up for a fast B. 2 players putting in through the drop down, rest of them coming in through long. And here we go. Push comes out. Maeve gets to first. Partodis trades. Gets himself 2 as well. Turns back round towards the stairs, but his teammates covering that from the chicken coop out of the smoke, forcing out Rocking. Partodis has to hit his shots, but he doesn't. The pistol's going to work out now for Tricked, and it will be a 2-on-3, but still, the pistols versus rifles. Your money's got to be on the rifles. Cirque lands himself a wallbang. D comes in through. He gets himself 2, but no. Bar trades, and it's all on Spellan. He cleans it, but Outlaws very, very close. 14-6. Nice to meet you too, Gaming Studio. The Trick, they're going to be on these pistols. Once again, they're pushing to B to deny the 15th round. They don't want to play for overtime this time. They did in the previous map, but it's not going to be the case now. It's going to be ACL to deny 2. He's had a very quiet game so far, but he's stepping up at least in this round where it really, really matters. I said he has a quiet game, he's top of the scoreboard. Obviously, I've missed all his kills, but that being said, he has 13 kills and he has 6 MVPs. So a lot of impact kills and a lot of bomb plants and diffusers as well. (15-6) though, this is where it all comes down to it. And you can't afford to be AFK and spawn Hunden. There we go, they call a stop. Outlaws are going to stop it. Hunden's back, but whatever. They've stopped it, and they're going to be going back in a second now as he is back. Regardless, this is what it all comes down to. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by the stop. Tricked are going to be forcing. And maybe a fast B plate, maybe in order, but at the moment with Outlaws' position, it's looking like the victory may be going their way. Trick though, ready and waiting. It's going to be Borp mollied out. And they're going in as well over towards Plateau, and the rest of Trick heading up towards its A site. However, the aggressive smoke going to deny them any presence here, and Spellant's already backed off, so he doesn't even want to take this fight up against Tech9's and Armour. He's just holding on towards long with Cirque as well with the AWP. Positioned up towards that door. But here we go, here comes the push. And Spellant, it's all going to be on him here. He doesn't really have a lot of support in the hands of Cirque. He's just holding down lower, although he is going to be in a position to constantly turn around and switch between angles. But these teams are taking it very, very slowly on the side of Tricked. Maybe just waiting for Borp to get something done. Thank you, Jesse. Borp's really not provoking too much aggression here from Outlaws, or even nade usage, although they haven't really got many into this round anyway. We will eventually see this push. Well, I mean, there is a clock, and there's a clock for a reason, because it's ticking away. And Tricked really are taking their time. We've seen Borop rotate back in, but here we go. Yugi gets the entry with the Deagle. Trey comes out. Spellan doubles down. Tech9 going to be out spraying away, but he goes down eventually. Now the rotation's back in. Partonis unable to get a kill, but lots of damage through the doors in the meantime, and ACL going to be joining him as Rocking as well rotates back in through this middle area. Bomb's now down for Tricked. They've got an AWP in their hand. They should be able to grab themselves maybe another rifle or two. But smoke's going to be used to keep these CTs from getting back into the site. Maeve, oh, so flashed out onto ACL. That's a team flash as well. He could have gotten a free kill there, but either way, now they know where he is. Rocking's going to be able to capitalise. It's going to be Hunden on the site. He misses a shot, at least gets the tag off. It's going to be Bob to trade things out, but he goes down eventually. It's all on Maeve, spraying away, but Rocking cleans. And that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen. Outlaws, they will be crowned winners of Global Offensive Champions League Season 5. That's going to be $2,500 for them. And sadly, commiserations to Tricked, they're going to walk away with $1,500. Obviously a great prize pool anyway, but Outlaws, they are going to take the biscuit, and that is going to be the third map secured their way as well. 15-6. Again, thank you to our league partner Faceit for obviously being involved in this project, and everyone else. I've had a great time casting this event, and hopefully I'll be back for more in the future with both Epicenter and GOCL as well. So again,